Hi, welcome back to the shop. If you enjoy using Waterlox finishes on your woodworking projects, somebody has definitely told you you're going to need a bottle of this stuff, Bloxygen, Finish Preserver. You're going to know it right away because it doesn't feel like there's anything in the can. But I wanted to share a little trick why I don't use this stuff anymore. Waterlox is a tung oil and polyurethane mix. Gives just great results. I don't think there's a more beautiful finish out there to put on your wood. It just brings out the grain amazingly, and that's why I pretty much exclusively use Waterlox on my projects. One thing that's really annoying about Waterlox is that if Waterlox contacts the air, it will start to break down, and it will also start to evaporate even inside the can. So it can't be around oxygen, or at least for very long. Enter Bloxygen, Finish Preserver. Inside this can is a gas that basically will sit on top of the Waterlox inside the can. When you're ready to put it away, you just spray a little of that in. The gas falls to the bottom to where the Waterlox actually is, and it kind of creates a barrier between the air that's above it in the can and the Waterlox that's below. The Waterlox can't break down, it can't evaporate. And that's the whole point of this stuff. The bad part is that this can was $10 for this can, and I bought this quite a few years ago. I'm not actually sure why I still have a can of it, but it was $10. Waterlox isn't cheap either. It's between 30 and 40 bucks for a quart of it. So you definitely don't want to waste the Waterlox, but adding another 10 or 12 on top of that for the Finish Preserver seems crazy to me. So one way to get around using a Finish Preserver is to just get all or most of the air out of your Waterlox can before you seal it. So you pour out however much you want. When you're ready to seal this back up, you push on the sides like this and the can will bend. As you can see, it's kind of dented there. The level of the Waterlox will go up to almost the top. Put the lid back on, give it a good screw tight, and you should be good to go. I've had these last a really long time using this method, and they've always been fine later after I open them up again. Normally, this is actually the green Waterlox, which is the high shine Waterlox, and I use very little of this. That's why I have a full can. This is the can of Waterlox I was recently using, which is the red can, the original sealer finish. Now this can is almost gone. There's maybe a tiny little left in the very bottom of this can, but it's totally gone, and you can see that I've bent the crap out of this can to just try and get as much of that air out as possible. And it may look bad, but it works just as good. The Waterlox is just as good, and you don't have to buy any of this stuff anymore. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.